Good morning, peeeeople. This is October the 11th, 2023. It's 6 a.m. I'm going ahead and getting my gear ready here. I got my bag of tricks, my two favorite fishing rod and reel combos. We're going to head out early this morning and throw the half-ounce black and silver, lipless crankbait, the rattle trap. Then we're going to throw something I've been throwing a bit more here lately, just messing around with it. We're going to throw the Super Fluke Junior. I don't know why they call this a fluke. I always considered a fluke a straight soft plastic lure without a... This has got a paddle tail. The regular fluke is just straight, no paddle tail. I kind of like that design better. I wish this would have been like that, but it's got a paddle tail, but I can always cut it off if I want. But I'm not going to do that. But we're going to throw those two lures early this morning into the mysterious waters and see if we can't catch some bass. We should be getting close to, if we haven't already had, the fall turnover of the lake. So we'll see what happens out there. All right, God bless, and I'll see y'all out there. All right, peeeeople, we're here. A little bit later than I wanted to be. Had a tailgating me on the way out this morning, so I pulled over to let him go by, and then I lost my train of thought and started thinking about some Doritos, and I then drove past my turnoff. But we're here now. We're gonna start off. We got a chance of rain today in about an hour or less. This is Central Texas. We've been in an epic drought where we don't get rain anymore. So I'm not expecting too much. I'm expecting a little drizzle. We may be able to ride it out. I'm actually not expecting anything at all, because whenever they predict it, it doesn't happen. That's why the lake is so low. But we're going to try to catch a couple fish before this so-called rain arrives. But I'm going to start out with the rattle trap, something I haven't thrown in a few days here. And then we're going to go to the baby, I keep calling it a baby fluke. It's actually a Super Fluke Junior, a paddle tail. And then we might throw some plastic worms also. But we're going to start out with this rattle trap to do what I always do, which is try to pick off any active fish. I'm not seeing very much surface activity this morning right off the bat. But I'm always going to start out with something that I can go after the active fish with. And, oh, there went a fish right there. Little bass. About the size we've been catching lately, probably about a pounder. He was right up against the bank. Let's see if we can't get him on this cast. Columbus Day weekend is over. Thank goodness, because there were people everywhere this past weekend out here. Not seeing very much surface activity at all, really. Usually there's a lot more than that at this spot. This is a spot I call the reverse urination spot. We got really mild temperatures this morning. We had a low last night of about 65. Supposed to have a high today. I don't think we're going to break 80. I think we're going to get into the high 70s, which is just fine with me. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a slow start this morning, I can tell. Should have already had one, at least one. I'm not seeing any bait fish activity. This spot, usually in the morning, you'll see some bait fish activity, some topwater blow-ups where they're attacking the bait fish. All right, peeeeople. They're not having the rattle trap this morning, so I got to make a decision. Do I want to stay here, or do I want to go to that bank over there? There's a spot over there I call the cut. This spot here I call the reverse urination spot, because when I come over here, there's so much traffic on that side, people walking, their dog, whatever, that when I just reverse my direction like this, then I can urinate freely because I'm far enough away from over there. A brief explanation of the name of the spot. But this is the reverse urination spot I'm at. Thinking about going over to the cut and trying. We're already standing here. Let's throw the rattle trap. Let's give it one more go. Let's try it one more time. We'll fan cast this area a bit, and then we'll go over to the cut. I think they're trying to see if they can get that skiff into the water over there, that boat ramp. The water level is just continuing to drop. We're at, I think, 44% below full now. We're only 44% full now. Yeah, I'm not seeing any surface activity. Well, I say not seeing any. There is a little bit. We'll throw this a little more, then we're gonna make a move. A strategic relocation. But the problem is I cannot urinate on the other side, not freely. Here I can urinate freely. All right, this is where what I call the cut. We're in a cut in the bank here. We got a patch of hydrilla on the surface here on the right and a patch on the left. In the middle we have hydrilla too, but it's not visible. It's underneath the surface. And we're just going to work this hydrilla patch. We also got a pretty good brake line not far out in front, a pretty sharp brake line. Let me throw that rattle trap here real quick. always try to get the active fish first. We got to stick with the game plan. So we'll fan cast this area with the rattle trap, and then if nothing happens, we'll go to the... I'm thinking about changing that Fluke Junior to a culprit worm. Got him right as it hit the water. Not a big one. Got him right in the corner of the jaw. There we go. Pretty, pretty Central Texas bass. Largemouth. Probably about a pound. We'll let him go. Right here. There he goes. He sucked that up the moment it hit the water. I didn't even have a chance to begin reeling. Let's go right back out there. Beautiful morning. Got a little bitty guy. That's a little bitty spotted bass. He had with a big appetite. Little bitty spotted bass with a huge appetite. Pretty little fish. I'm sorry about that little guy. That was a lot of dental work I had to do on you, but you'll be fine. Continue. Got him. That's another largie there. Give it back. All right, got another largie there. Again, about a pound, give or take. Get a good look at them. Pretty fish. Let's put a little light on them for y'all. There we go. Pretty fish. They're beautiful. All right, let's let him go right here in this crystal clear water. There he goes. Continue. Again, that's why my game plan always revolves around throwing crankbaits or spinnerbaits or something to pick the active fish off first. This is just a spot where these small fish school up, come in here in the morning, just briefly. And every now and then you can hang a bigger one. This lake don't have too many big fish. It is highly pressured. He wasn't coming off. I got him everywhere. And he's real green, so I got to be real careful with him. That one there is definitely nowhere near a pound, but another pretty fish. I'm gonna let you go right here. Let you go right there. Whoa. All right, let's continue. Maybe we can get something a little better. Two things I like about that rattle trap is you can cover a lot of water as one. And of course, again, pick off active fish. Another good thing about it is if white bass come in, you can catch them too. Although here I've never really had much luck with white bass. One occasionally, every now and then. That's what we're fishing right there. Hydrilla. Bringing it in just above it. They seem to be mostly further out on the end of my cast this morning. Usually they're a little closer in. That should pretty much be the morning run, so to speak. And now it should begin to slow down. I'll probably go to a soft plastic bait here in a bit. But we're going to wait and make sure that we got most of these active ones first. All right, we're going to move down the bank a bit. I don't usually go here, but we're going to try it today because it seems like things have died out where I was at. We'll put that in our backpack. little house cleaning while we're out here. And the rain that was forecast, I guess it's not coming because it's an hour late now. I predicted that. I'm better than the weathermen. Here in Central Texas, when they say it's going to rain, I say probably not. There was a lot of talk about El Nino was going to make things a lot wetter here when La Nina moved out, but it hasn't happened. All right, people, we're going to wrap it. I've got things to do. Oh. Had a burst of activity with that small school, and when that cleared out, that was it. That's pretty typical of out here, but usually a little bit larger fish than that. And then mix in every now and then one that borders right on 2 pounds. Whew. All right, I gotta get home. Take care of some business. All right, people, peeeeople, we're back. That was different. I'm not paying attention to any changes right now because with the fall season coming on, I'm just really interested in what's going on. But what was different about that was most of the fish came from further out. Usually they come just literally right up in that spot. These last couple months, they would come up real close. I would catch them. But today I was catching them out further out, and they were generally a bit on the smaller side. But very interesting. So I'll be paying attention when I head out there again to that spot. But I had a great time out there. If you like that video, please give it a thumbs up. And please, if I could humbly ask, press that subscribe button and a notification bell so you would know when I post another one. And have a wonderful time. God bless, and bye-bye.